Greetings, everyone. I want to thank you so much for coming to our presentation, or if you're watching this recorded, thank you for taking the time to watch our recording. I'm going to go share our screen for our 2023 Kiwanis Club Mexican Riviera Cruise, and I think you'll enjoy the presentation and learn a lot about it. So I'm going to go to share screen and pick the slideshow, which is this one, and share screen. All right. So you may be wondering why I have a Pringles can and a Panama hat on the screen. Well, the reason for that is to tell you about the kind of service you can expect on a celebrity cruise. My husband and I have been on over 20 celebrity cruises. And on one cruise, we went to Ecuador. We bought Panama hats. Panama hats actually come from Ecuador. And we're trying to figure out a way to get them home. And we're trying to come up with ideas. Our cabin steward came by. We said, hey, what do you think? Do you have any ideas? And I said, I was thinking maybe like an empty Pringles can and you could roll up the hat and put it in there. Well, the next day he came back to our cabin and our travel companions with 4 empty Pringle cans that were all cleaned and ready to go for us to roll up our hats and take them home safely without them getting crushed. That's just one example of the kind of service you can expect from a celebrity cruise. I'm Suzanne Clausen. I am the owner of CruiseOne Sholo. I used to be in Simi Valley, so that is my connection to the Simi Valley Kiwanis Club. I was a member for about 6 or 7 years. My whole philosophy about being a travel agent is that I provide vacation planning that is as attentive and personalized as a vacation itself. That's one of the reasons I like to partner with celebrity cruises, because they do give you that personalized, attentive service and make it a really meaningful vacation for you. So tell you a little bit more about me. I want you to feel comfortable booking with my company. So I have been a CruiseOne franchise owner for 10 years. In 2019, I received the Opal Award, which is for community service and sales leadership. I used my downtime in 2020 and 2021 to earn my Master Cruise Counselor certification. And in 2021, my franchise was in the top 2% of all CruiseOne Dream Vacation franchises nationwide, and we have over 1,500 franchises nationwide. I have been cruising for over 45 years. My very first cruise was a 3-day Bahama in 1975 when I was just 8 years old. My dad was in sales and he liked to splurge and take us on a trip if he was having a good year. And my husband and I have continued to do that. In fact, we have taken 8 cruises since cruising reopened in June of last year. We went to Alaska, and our next sailing is going to be to Norway in May. And then we're going on to Greece. So we are really avid travelers ourselves, and we put that enthusiasm into helping our clients plan trips. These are some examples of the kinds of group cruises I have planned for other organizations and for friends and family groups. I can do cruises for, 2 to 4 cabins or as big as 20 to 60 guests. And many of my clients start as part of one of my groups, but they stay with me because of the service I provide. Groups are fun. You get to know people. And I always say you can do as little or as much with a group as you want. Some advantages of working with me is, one, I work on behalf of my clients. I have training experience to guide customer decisions. There is a cruise line to fit your style and budget, everything from Carnival to, pure luxury Regent cruise line. And the best kept secret in travel is your price will be the same or better through a travel agent. Commissions that travel agents earn are built into the price, whether you use one or not. So if you're not booking through a travel agent, you're actually paying for something that you're not getting. And that is the knowledge and professional skills that I possess as a full-time professional. I'm easily accessible by phone, text, email, nearly 24/7. And again, I work for you, my clients, and I get paid by the cruise line. And talk about better pricing. I will mention this a little bit later, but because I've got group rates on this cruise, again, whether you do anything with the group or not, you're able to take advantage of those savings. And that right now, the difference between my group rate and the current prevailing rate is about $500 a person. So it's a very nice savings. I'll be touching briefly on each port of call for the cruise and what to do there. So I'm excited to share the details on this great getaway. 8 nights, Celebrity Eclipse, beautiful ship. I've sailed on it several times, and it's round trip from Los Angeles. So if you're on the West Coast, it's either no flight or a very short flight to get to the port of Los Angeles. Here is why I love Celebrity. I think in their price point, the value that you get, the attentive service, the amazing entertainment, the exceptional dining, the size of the staterooms, the activities, and the fact that they always include drinks, tips, and Wi-Fi really sets them apart from any other cruise line in that premium segment. Just some examples of the attentive service. The culinary experience is just amazing on Celebrity, and it's still in a lively and sophisticated atmosphere. It's not stuffy, but it's still sophisticated. They're not pandering to the lowest common denominator, but still making sure that it's a fun experience for everybody that is on the cruise. I like to share stories to give you an idea of what kind of a company Celebrity is. There's usually not very many kids. And in February this year, we went on a cruise with our friend and his toddler son. His son was the only person under 18 on the ship. And the youth director met with us and he said, would you like us to set up a baby pool out on the pool deck for your son? And my friend said, oh yeah, that sounds great, because his son was still in pull-ups, so not eligible to go in the adult pool. He had his own private pool every day out on the deck. He even had a little sign on it with his name on it. It was very cute. Just some other stories from Celebrity. We have a sommelier that we have known for years. And whenever we cruise, even if we're not on his ship, we always let him know, coming, who's the sommelier? Who should we say hi to? And he always gets the sommelier to deliver a bottle of champagne to our room. So we always love that. And another example is one time I was cruising with my kids, and somehow the subject of sticky buns came up. Maybe somebody had them the other day. They had them in the main dining room. Can't remember exactly what the situation was, but we were eating breakfast in the main dining room, and my kids asked about sticky buns. Well, they only had them up in the buffet area for breakfast. Our waiter went upstairs to the buffet. It's like 10 floors, came back down with a plate full of sticky buns for my kids. So really, really exceptional service. And we have found that throughout the years. That's why we keep coming back to Celebrity. Here's a look at the itinerary. It's round trip Los Angeles, visits Cabo, La Paz, which I'm really super excited about, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta. My best advice to cruisers is when you're cruising is pick and choose the ports of call where you might want to do a big excursions and the ones where you might want to just take a short walk around town or do some shopping. Pacing is super important. So I'll talk about each port of call and some of the exciting things to do in each one of them. So Cabo San Lucas. Cabo San Lucas is, of course, famous for its land-in arch, El Arco. You can also snorkel right there at what's called Lover's Beach. You can also whale watch and sport fish, but there's also some unusual things that you can do in Cabo. You can go camel riding in Cabo, or horseback riding, or ATV riding. You can also do like a luxury sail and snorkel where you sail on the ship on a small sailboat from Cabo and go to a secluded cove and do snorkeling there. I even have a program with my short excursion group provider where we can do a private boat adventure for 18 people for just $765. So it would be split, that $765 would be split between the 18 people. So if you have, if you want to have me organize a group like that, I can also do private excursions in every port, especially if we get enough people on this cruise that would share the same interest and be interested in doing something like that. La Paz. This is the port I am most excited about because not all the cruise lines go there. It was named by Time Magazine as one of the world's greatest places in 2021. It has a beautiful national park, and it's really this quiet little resort town also. A couple of things that you can do is you can swim with the whale sharks. They are the gentle giants of the ocean. Whale sharks are similar, they feed similarly to a baleen whale in that they filter krill. They don't have teeth. They don't eat large fish or animals. Another thing you can do is swim with sea lions. And you can see a picture of this cute little guy. And then you can also visit the waters, beautiful waters of that Espiritu Santo National Park. Things to do in Mazatlan. There's actually a lot of really fun things to do in Mazatlan. You can visit the beaches. There's an aquarium. There's some offshore islands and more. I mean, really from there, just here's some examples. You can visit a tequila factory. You can go see the cliff divers. Yes, there are cliff divers in Mazatlan. Acapulco is more famous for them, but there are some in Mazatlan. You can take a wonderful trip out to a natural hot springs and relax. And of course, you can enjoy the sandy beaches and even go kayaking near Deer Island. Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta has this beautiful old world Mexican charm, beautiful beaches, a thriving art culture. And nearby, there's many things to do, like, again, tequila factories, the Sierra Madre Mountains, Banderas Bay, where you can do whale watching and sport fishing. And here's some maybe not so typical things that you can do in Puerto Vallarta. My third-party provider, Shore Excursion Group, has an excursion out to this Razor waterfalls, and you can go there to see the falls and even swim. You can go to a folkloric show in Mazatlan, and Celebrity even offers a cooking class in Mazatlan that is from this beautiful vista where you're seeing the whole bay. It's the location is as interesting as the cooking class itself. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the Celebrity Eclipse. This is an award-winning Solstice class ship, and I really love Celebrity. They are my top-selling cruise line, and there's a reason why. Their ships, their service, everything is just top-notch with them. Here's a list of things that are going to be included with the price of your cruise. Of course, your accommodations, your fine dining in the main dining room. They have 3 ways that you can dine there. You can do the 6 o'clock dining, the 8:30 dining, or you can do the flexible dining where you wait in line and you're seated, but it's on your schedule. So, you can show up at 6:15 one night and 8:15 the next night, whatever your schedule allows you. You can also do casual dining, and that's included. It's the Ocean View Cafe is their quick service. It's not really a buffet. It's more like stations with international favorites. There's a Mast Grill, which is a wonderful burger and fries place. You can get pizza and pasta. There's also a spa cafe, which is a great place for a light, healthy breakfast. And you can do room service. That's included with the price of your cruise. The gym has cardio equipment, strength equipment. There's movies that are played outdoors in the theater and on TV. They also have fun things like cooking demonstrations, enrichment lectures that are usually on ecology or history of the particular region that the cruise ship is visiting. There's also a daily array of activities, dance lessons, games, trivia, all kinds of things to keep you busy on those sea days. Sports, they have basketball, pickleball, ping pong. Nightly entertainment, I love the entertainment on Celebrity. They have live music and theater and nightclubs. And of course, with Celebrities always included in the price of your cruise is the beverage package, which includes beer, wine, and mixed drinks priced up to $9 a serving. Bottled water, non-alcoholic drinks are also included. You also get free prepaid gratuities. So your gratuities are paid for your bar staff, your hotel staff, and your dining staff. And then you get the free Surf Wi-Fi package, which allows you to check your emails and text friends and things while you're on the ship without an extra charge. So I talked a little bit about Celebrity. You already get those drinks, tips, and Wi-Fi. But there's some items that are are things that you can splurge on. And that bonus onboard credit are things that you can use that bonus onboard credit to cover some of these things. So you get spa service, salon service. Transfers would not be able to be covered with onboard credit, but it probably wouldn't even be needed unless you're flying. Of course, your air, your flights, if you do fly, and that's not included with the price of the cruise. Probably the big thing that you're going to be spending on would be your shore excursions. And you've got, if you book by April 20th, you're going to get a $300 onboard credit for just for booking early. Now, after that, as long as we're inside of 10 or outside of 10 months before the cruise departs, you still get a $200 onboard credit. But our early special is that $300 onboard credit. So let's talk about the entertainment. It is just world-class entertainment on Celebrity. Wonderful musicians, entertainers throughout the ship, all during the day and the evening. Here's some examples of some of the shows that they have in the main theater. They have production shows, and they always have aerialists and acrobats that are part of the production show, as well as singers and dancers. They also bring in world-class musicians. The guy you see playing the piano, he comes in and he works with the orchestra and plays these wonderful arrangements of tunes that you've heard of or maybe never heard of. And he's really vibrant, really fun guy to watch. They have this on a couple of cruises. I've seen this lady from Las Vegas that sings. She's a wonderful singer. And then we have another picture of some of the singers and dancers in another one of the shows. Nightly entertainment. I mean, I love it on Celebrity, and it's always different. We took a cruise in December and we took a cruise in February on the same ship, and the entertainment, except for the production shows, was completely different on both cruises. So it's a rotating variety of entertainment, which is really nice on Celebrity. I love the cocktail bars, the way that they're set up on Celebrity. They really make it a lot of fun. I have pictures of, this is from our February cruise in the world-class bar, where they make these really exotic handcrafted drinks. I have a picture of the martini bar. One of the things they do there is called I call it the big pour. They get like 20 martinis in the shaker bottles. They line up glasses and they pour them all at once, which is really exciting. They also do other flair bartending things, which it just keeps you engaged and entertained. And I have a picture of one of the live bands playing in the atrium area. They usually have live music and dancing every evening in that area on the ship. The dining, oh my goodness, dining on Celebrity is just so good. And it's not only the menu, but also the execution. The food comes hot. The service is very attentive in the main dining room. Let's talk a little bit about that. Here are some pictures from our February cruise. This is all main dining room. And this picture here is some Thai food from the Ocean View Cafe. Just some really nice examples of the wonderful food they serve on Celebrity. Now, if you do want to splurge, there are a couple of specialty dining restaurants on this ship. You've got the Tuscan Grill, which you see in the middle here. That is fresh made pasta, wonderful different sauces that they have, and a steakhouse. Oh, the steaks there are to die for. There is a cover charge for that restaurant. But those pictures you saw on the previous page, those were all from the main dining room. So you don't have to go here to get an excellent meal. It's just if you want to treat yourself one night. The other two venues are on the left. You see the La Petite Chef. That, I don't know how to explain it to you. It's an animated cartoon that plays on your table. And this little animated chef makes each dish. And then when he's completed the dish, like say a ravioli, it's a cartoon of him rolling out the dough, and it's really funny and entertaining. And then the dish that he's prepared in the cartoon is then plated on your table. It's really an incredible experience. And then the other restaurant that we have here is Marana's, which is their classic French bistro steakhouse. They have things like Chateaubriand and lobster tail. Very excellent. So let's look at the rooms. Now remember, the prices of these rooms are several $100s less than if you were to book with Celebrity Direct. And because I have group rates, Group rates always have refundable deposits. So those celebrity direct rates don't have the refundable deposits. So it really behooves you to book through me, because not only do I have savings and extra onboard credit, but you get the refundable deposit as well. So the inside cabin, 185 square feet, kind of an example of what it looks like. Here's an ocean view stateroom. Those are 175 square feet. And then we've got a veranda cabin. And this is probably going to be where most people are going to want to be. So there are different classes of veranda. The deluxe verandas are going to have the 30% larger balconies and most of them are located more midship or near the elevators. And then you've got the regular veranda cabins that are going to be, priced, those, that's the starting price, but you're looking at under $3,000 a couple for this cruise if you do the standard veranda cabins. Celebrity also offers a class called Aqua Class. It has some spa amenities like the complimentary fitness classes, massage and shower head, unlimited access to the Persian garden, a person's spa consultant. But the big difference with Aqua Class, and I can do a quote for you in this price range, is that you do take your breakfast and dinner in the blue dining room. So it's a little bit smaller, a little more intimate dining room, more personalized service, and the menu is supposed to be clean. That's kind of the word they use, meaning it uses healthy fats, organically raised, that kind of thing. It's just supposed to be a little bit more healthy, not necessarily lower in calories, but a healthier, overall healthier menu. If you're interested in a suite, the Sky Suites are the starting class of Sky Suites. They are about 300 square feet, and they go all the way up to the 1,290 square foot penthouse suite. All suites include the Luminae dining room, and that's exclusively for suite guests and their guests. So if you do choose a suite and you have some friends that are traveling with you, they can join you in Luminae, but I believe it's a $25 per meal per person cover charge. The suites also get upgraded, always included amenities. They get the premium beverage package, premium Wi-Fi, extra onboard credit. I think it's about $600 for a 7-night cruise. I would double check that if you're interested in a suite. And you also get the free prepaid gratuities just as much, but you get that premium beverage package. The difference between the standard and the premium beverage package is the standard beverage package covers your drinks up to $9 per serving. The premium beverage package, they're up to $15 per serving. And the way the beverage package works is that's unlimited. If you have the standard one, you can have 50 drinks a day at $9 a serving. I wouldn't recommend that, but you can. And then for the premium beverage package, it's 15. If there's something that you want to, like a glass of wine that's 12, you just pay the difference between the $9 and the $12 drink. Or you can upgrade to the premium beverage package once you're on board, and that's $12 per person per day to upgrade. So here's a little additional information about the cruise. So I mentioned that I was a member of the Simi Valley Kiwanis Club for 7 years, but I relocated to Arizona. So I'm no longer a member, but I'm so excited that I get to still support the club and the good work that they do. So for each cabin that we sell, a $100 donation will be donated to the Kiwanis Club of Simi Valley. And we can earn an additional bonus donation based on every 8 cabins that we sell. Because of my strong relationship with Celebrity, I've been able to work out these group rates, the bonuses going to Kiwanis International or Kiwanis of Simi Valley. And I'm so excited to be, again, supporting my club from afar. So I want to talk to you a little bit about COVID and cruising. Just basically, if the average cruise ship were a US state, it would be the safest by far. It's 100% vaccinated. We're expecting that requirement to continue at least through spring of 23. So if you're not vaccinated and you're interested in going on this cruise, you can go ahead and book with a refundable deposit. And as we hear whether or not they're going to allow non-vaccinated people to go, we can either, keep your reservation and you'll be able to go, or we can cancel for a full refund. Deposits are fully refundable through July 28th. Here's the latest COVID protocols. So the CDC recently removed cruising from the list of their COVID risks. Like I said, cruising is one of the safest ways to vacation. Over 100 cruise ships have returned back to the waters, carrying nearly 1 million people since June of 2021. That number is probably even greater as I'm doing this presentation. The cruise industry is the only industry in the U.S. travel and tourism sector that requires both vaccination and testing for crew and guests. So if you're vaccinated, you do have to have currently, don't know what it'll be in 2023, but you do have to have a negative test taken within 48 hours of your embarkation. But it can be that 15-minute antigen test. And there's even a way that you can do it at home via telemedicine with a special kit that you can buy that has a telemedicine proctor that you log into to the internet and take. But that's a long ways away. Don't know if it'll be required in 2023. So again, I'm going to review my special offer. So if you book by April 20th with a $500 deposit, you get that bonus $100 onboard credit. So it's the $200 that's for the 10-month early booking, and the $100 that we're doing for people who book by April 20th. And plus, you get to take advantage of our great discount pricing on this. This is going to be a fun, relaxing, polished getaway. It's going to be sophisticated and fun. It supports one of my favorite nonprofits, the Kiwanis of Simi Valley, and the work that they do with the children in our community. Fantastic cultural and scenic destination, convenient West Coast Los Angeles departure. So if you are interested in booking, give me a call. Our phone number at CruiseOne is 520-310-0396. Or if you just want to email me and get a link to our webpage that has all the different categories we're holding and the pricing, please do that. I'm going to give you my email address. It's S.Clausen, so it's my first initial, my last name, SKLASEN, at CruiseOne, and that's spelled out CruiseOne.com. So again, thank you so much for attending. Please give me a call if you want to learn more about this. I'd love to hear from you, and have a wonderful rest of your day.